Hi, I'm Christine Peckstein with Move Into Action, and welcome back to our monthly coaching and training segment. I'm glad that you joined us and that you're continuing on with this process because it is an important part of your life to help you grow and move forward. Today, I want to challenge you with a couple of questions. Have you ever said something to someone that made you think, wow, I say this to others all the time. I encourage others to do this, but yet it's something I never say to myself. Have you ever thought of why maybe you think you can't do it or you never encourage yourself to do it? Maybe it's because somewhere along the line somebody told you that you couldn't do it. They didn't feel you could. I had somebody once tell me that I couldn't become an accountant because it was very hard. I proved to myself that I could. I decided that was what I really wanted to do. I planned the steps accordingly, and I made a challenge for myself. And I actually got there. I talked to countless other types of people all the time who say, well, I really wanted to do that, but I just don't believe I could. And so I ask them, well, why? What makes you think that you can't do it? But yet you're encouraging others to do that, and you think that they can do it. How come you don't think you can? Well, somebody told me that they didn't think I could because it was really hard or it was scary, or maybe because of some other things that happened in my life, maybe just now is not the right time and I just shouldn't pursue it. So you have to think, are you talking yourself out of it, or is it something that you really want to do and you're just not moving forward with it? The next thing to ask yourself is this something that you want to do? And you say, well, I don't really know if there's anything that I want to do that I tell others to do, and I'm not quite sure of where you're going with this. So I challenge you just to do this. If you're not sure and you can't think of anything that when you talk to people you say, yeah, you should do that. I really believe you could do it. I really think you can do this. When you hear yourself saying that, stop and listen, because as you encourage other people, I want you to start asking yourself, do I encourage myself the same way I encourage somebody else? And if the answer is no, I encourage other people a lot more than what I encourage myself, ask yourself why. Do you believe you could do the same things that you challenge other people to do? Do you believe that you can do the same things that you tell other people you really believe they can do it? Do you believe the same for yourself? Are you a cheerleader for yourself? Are you a planner for yourself? Are you the encourager and motivator for yourself the same way that you are for others? And if you're not, keep notes of that and start to determine why. Maybe it's okay, maybe it's nothing. Or sometimes, maybe there might be some things in your past that have come up and are hindering you from moving forward because you think, well, I think other people can do it, but I just don't think I can. Those are some things to pay attention to. Now, if you find that there are things that you want to be doing, but you're not sure if you could do it, or you're just not real comfortable motivating yourself or encouraging yourself to do it because you're not quite sure you can do it. Maybe you're afraid of failure. If somebody else is doing it, you don't have to worry about failing because it's not you having to do it. They're doing it, so you kind of feel a safety in that. Yes, I feel, and I know other people can do this, but I don't want to do that because it's too much risk. What if I fail? People will know. What if they find out I didn't make it the first time I tried? So really start paying attention to that. If you find that there's something that you really think you could do or that you want to do, but you've just never encouraged yourself to do it, write that down. What is it that you want to be doing that you're telling everybody else that they can do that maybe you've just not thought of yourself doing or that you didn't think you could? Write it down. And then come up with a few action steps. What can I do today to help me put this into motion? What can I do today that could help me accomplish this? So as you do that, make some action steps. Come up with a small plan. It doesn't have to be the whole thing right away, but take the first few steps and see how it goes. If you find a friend or an accountability partner, that'll work because that friend maybe is the one that you need to give you encouragement. Maybe your friend could be an accountability partner to say, hey, did you take those 3 steps that you set for yourself last week? How's that going? Not to say, oh, I told you so you couldn't do it, but to encourage you, just to know that you're going to be asked how the steps you planned are coming along and just give them an honest answer. So the other thing is to hire a coach or somebody professionally to help you plan those steps and then move forward. That's another option. Something else you can do is offer yourself a reward. You can give yourself a self-challenge. Now, when I was an accounting student and I was going to school, obviously my reward was my degree. I set out to do that. And so when I did and I completed it, I had my accounting degree. That was reward enough in itself. I knew that that was coming, and that was my motivation to finish. Not only because I was going to get the diploma, but I knew what the outcome would mean for my life. And that was huge. That's nothing to balk at or anything. So anyways, I knew that was something huge that I wanted to run after. So you can do those 3 things as you ask yourself these questions, as you encourage others, start writing it down, pay attention. And then see if it's something that you can plan. You can take a few steps and then see what you can start changing in your own life and doing in your own life that you're challenging other people to do, and watch and see what happens. Learn to encourage yourself. Learn to believe that you can just as much as you believe in other people. You need to start believing in yourself that you can do exactly what you've told them they can do. Why? Because you can. With practice, with just letting go and trying, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve and what you'll succeed in. That's this week's lesson, and I look forward to seeing you, or this month's lesson, and I look forward to seeing you guys next month. Be sure to look for the worksheets that accompany this one, and feel free to contact me with any questions. You guys have a great day. Thanks.